This isn't safe at all. We need to find some cover as soon as possible.
Been to kill or be killed?
Mayor Hancock?
Fine, you all right, brother?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking...
Good.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. So long... Too bad about Finn. Gonna miss him next super mutant attack roll.
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, it's Raider.
I might be interested, but...
Cut.
What else can you tell me about Pickman Gallery?
Not
Scout out Pickman Gallery.
cool.
Uh-huh.
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying. Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time, but a flying ship? Yowza.
Yeah?
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Here for Amari. She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. Sure. Please. Nick told...
Fine.
Here's what I could find.
What's that? Not surprised.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine isn't... But that's...
Don't.
Right. I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank...
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be bad. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the... Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have...
Let me reload. He'll act as...
Right. All right. Let's get to...
Just...
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved
Remember,
me
you
in
are
her way.
experiencing these memories as Kellogg.
And she protected me
This
from
may
Dad.
prove disorienting at first.
That cost her more. I was such a dummy back then. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't... I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
Goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
And she protected me from Dad.
There appears to be another
That cost her more
intact
than a few
memory
beatings.
close to you in temporal sequence.
I never knew what happened to her after I
There.
left.
Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know. I was the worst thing that ever happened
Let's
to
keep
her.
looking. I'll connect you to
If
the
she'd
next
never
intact
met
memory.
me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know,
I found another memory.
they died like
I'll connect
dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Mind if we sit down?
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but there was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but I don't remember much from that time. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly. There was always a job for someone like me. I didn't care where I was going. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. Suit yourself.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. You heard
Getting
all
warmer.
sorts of rumors
One of
about
these
the
has got to tell us
Institute,
something.
but I
We're
figured
running out of brain
they
here.
were just a convenient boogeyman for anything
Ah,
bad
there's one
that
that
ever
looks
happened.
mostly intact.
They
Connecting
were
now.
real, all right.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth.
I
If
found
they
another
needed something
intact
done,
memory.
they came to
Whenever
me.
you're ready.
Wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission.
Is that your son?
Wasn't my idea
This
to
appears
settle
to be a
down
very
with the
recent
kid in the
memory,
middle of Diamond
so-
City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of... Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of